Welcome to Popcorn to Go, a podcast by the Popcorn in Bed sisters. I'm Cassie.
And I'm Carly, and we are here as your below average movie experts to talk about some things movies, pop culture, all things life, daily thoughts, and more.
So grab your popcorn and come hang out with us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Popcorn to Go. We're so excited to be here today. We have a fun episode for you. I mean, this will probably air maybe end of October, early November, but still kind of Halloween-y. We are talking about
Villains.
Villains.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
And more specifically, villains that you root for. Or villains that put a spell on you or something like that.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Halloween-y.
Yes. How is your October Halloween prep almost done going?
So, I don't honestly have that much Halloween October prep. As you can tell from our backgrounds, if you're watching this, I guess, on YouTube, I am not super into Halloween. Like, I can appreciate it, but I don't love it. And so we put out a few pumpkins. We have a little ghost throw blanket out.
Dream big, Car. Dream big.
I know. I feel like
meanwhile, I'm like hot gluing ravens onto foraged sticks and gathering moss from the fields.
I hope you can see Cassie's house at some point, or maybe you should put on your Instagram, Cass. It is very Halloweened out, and it looks awesome. And, in the future, maybe that'll be me. Well, no, I'll never be as good at that stuff as you are. But I'll still be a little bit more into Halloween, probably when I have kids and such. But for now, I'm like, yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I actually, as far as like the actual day, I don't love it. I'm in a movement. I mean, not an official movement, but I think that trick-or-treating should be the last Friday of October, not the 31st, because it should always be on a Friday.
Fair.
It's going to be this year. Hallelujah. Or at least no school the next day, because it is rough. But as far as like the actual day, I don't love Halloween necessarily, but I do. I love decorating. I love holiday festiveness.
You love a theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love a theme.
I'm not as much of a theme girl. I saw this thing circulating on the internet about a teacher who had sent out an email to parents. And it talked about, it's like, hey, let's all rally together for November 1st. She's like, when you are trying to get your kids out the door in the morning and they are sleep deprived and they have a hangover from sugar and all these different things, it's like, do not bribe them with more Halloween candy. Do not send them to school with all this. So she was like, I will take the bedhead and the troll attitude. I do not want the like crazy sugar induced, child. And anyways, it was just really funny. So she's like, let's all work together to make November 1st better.
Yeah, fair. So like, yeah, my opinion, we can I don't want to get rid of historical significance of October 31st. Like, have a spooky dinner, have soup, have but trick-or-treating last Friday every month of October. I don't know.
I like it.
Let's start a petition, guys. Change.com.
It started here. You heard it here first. Whoever's listening, can you put that into action, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, October's been busy. Like, way busier than I thought, expected, planned on, can handle.
I thought I've been busy, but you've been extremely busy.
Yeah. I'm really ready for it to actually be over. But I just feel like the story of my life has been like, well, once this month's over, things will calm down. And then you just, things don't really calm down. But yes. But we, let's talk about the villains. I actually had a lot of fun prepping for this episode. Sorry, my mic keeps slowly falling. And the reason that I thought of it is because on Popcorn in Bed on the channel, I watched this movie called The Accountant. And it is Ben Affleck. And he's autistic, high functioning, like a genius, autistic, but he's also like an insane trained fighter, killer, hitman, assassin. But so like you're kind of wrestling with like, oh my God, because he works for a lot of like criminals, but then in the end, he exposes the criminals, not in the end of the movie, but like at the end of his jobs, he like exposes the criminals, gives the information to who it needs to be. But he definitely gets paid by these criminals and all this stuff. And he's definitely murdering. He could call the cops. He could turn them in, and so I'm like, oh, he's technically a villain, but like you are 1000% on his side. And then I'm like, is that truly a villain though? Because like it's like the anti-villain, the anti-hero, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But then there's like actual villains that are meant to be the villain in a show or a movie that you still root for. So we're gonna kind of break it down. When I was thinking about this, I figured out that there's 4 main reasons why we root for a villain in a story. And some people just do root for a villain, which was news to me. And I figured this out that for example, Darth Vader, like going psycho and just like the music's pounding and he's lightsabering people's heads off and stuff. And there are a group of people that instead of being like, oh my gosh, they're like, yes! I love it.
I had a friend. It's like, oh, love a good bad guy. I'm like, what?
Right. So if you're not really the typical root for the bad guy, there are 4 reasons, and this is a squishy Venn diagram because oftentimes they can fall in more than one category. But the first one is they're very good-looking / charismatic, charming. So that's our. I was thinking of the vampires from Interview with the Vampire. Do you remember that from a couple of years ago?
Yes, I do.
Tom Cruise and Brad freaking Pitt. He literally plays death in a movie, and I'm like, I love you. Like, take me. I don't know. But Tom Cruise also, I watched a movie called Collateral recently, and he's like a pretty legit bad guy. But like for the first half, I'm like, do we love him? Because he's just so charming and smart and efficient and. Okay, so that's the first category. The second category is maybe they have the right reasons, but they go about it the wrong way. So
Very
like,
fair.
I thought of Walter White from Breaking Bad. Like he starts out wanting to leave some money for his family because he knows he's dying of cancer. So he's like, well, I'm not getting paid enough as a teacher. I'm going to start making drugs. And I mean, there definitely comes a turning point for him where he crosses the line. But it starts out as the right reasons. Selling drugs, probably not good, but he was just like trying to leave something for his family. That's the right reasons, wrong way. Then there's revenge or getting justice. So if like someone wronged you, I think of like Uma Thurman's character from Kill Bill. She's getting revenge on those who tried to kill her. We've got Carrie White from Carrie, which I just watched. And then the last reason would be protecting those you love, which also kind of goes with right reasons, wrong way.
Right.
But I'm thinking Joel from The Last of Us, John Wick, Walter White again, he's in there. So we're going to talk about our top 5 bad guys or girls that you root for and maybe what category they would fall into. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. That was a long intro.
No, we loved it. Okay. Yes. Introducing our villains that we secretly kind of love.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. My first one I'm going to say is, I feel like this one could be a classic one, but in the 3rd Christian Bale Batman. So like I wrote Bane, but it's not actually Bane. I mean, I do think Bane is a great villain, and I love Tom Hardy. And when I found out that was Tom Hardy, my mind was blown.
Yeah.
But the girl who becomes a love interest for Batman and Christian Bale, Talia al Ghul, I thought she did so well. And what a twist at the end. And the fact that she was the little kid who's actually a girl that got out of the dungeon, prison, and everything. Like, anyways, I thought that was awesome. I don't remember
any of
this. And she crushed it. And
so was she a bad guy?
Yes. It was like a twist at the end. She came in as this like philanthropic like rich lady who was going to help fund this nuclear thing, and really she was teamed up with Bane, and Bane was her protector in the big dungeon area.
Yes.
Anyways, but like I wanted her and Christian Bale to work. Like I thought she was so
Wait,
great.
is
And all of a
that the
sudden
girl who
twist
played
and-
Mal in Inception? You know, she's got like a slight French accent.
I don't know.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay, that is vaguely ringing a bell. I don't know why I can't really remember. We do need to watch those again.
Yes. I loved Bane, and I thought she crushed it as well.
And Bane would definitely fall into the very hot / charismatic villain. Like, very, you know, it's hard to hate him.
Which shall I break first? Follow me.
Love that accent. Don't know what it is. It's very I don't think it's his accent. I don't know what it was.
I assume it's like kind of
it.
His voice is just different because of his mask thing too. But
yeah, totes.
Anyways.
Goats. Okay, love it. He was also on my list. And like I would say he's hot and also getting justice, I guess. So that would be her too. Yeah. Like I said, squishy Venn diagram. Okay. I think my first one, and these aren't in any particular order, is Killmonger from Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Good one.
Remember him? He also would fall in those same two categories, I would argue. The very hot, but also you kind of get where he is coming from. He thinks that Wakanda should make itself known. Like they have all these amazing technology and resources that could help the world. He grew up like poor in New York as the son of a disgraced Wakandan, right? I think it's been a while. And so like he definitely has a point, but he definitely went about it the wrong way. But
and a bit of an extremist, but
yes. But you can kind of see his point of view, and he's also that very
hot,
good-looking character. Yes, hard to say no to those muscles. Anyways, so Killmonger was up there for me.
Great one, Cass.
Thank you.
Okay, my next one, and again, also like Cassie, no particular order. I'm gonna bounce around by some of these might be a little bit random and like, anyways, different genres. But my next one is Alphaba.
No one mourns the wicked.
Yes. Well, and my question is she the villain? Because
okay, wait. You gotta be careful. I have not seen the play. I have not read the book. I've only seen. Okay, just don't tell me how it ends. Okay.
I can't remember how it ends. I've seen the play, but I can't remember.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is you've seen Wicked Part 1.
Yes.
And so if you see The Wizard of Oz, you know the Wicked Witch of the West. Or the East, whatever it is. Anyways, like, she is the Wicked Witch. But then when you watch Wicked Part 1, you're like, wait, Elphaba is not wicked. The wizard is wicked.
Yes.
And so, again, I don't know what's going to happen in Wicked Part 2, but, and maybe that will answer our question of, is she the villain? However, when you think of the whole series, she somehow becomes the villain, and maybe it is the right reasons, wrong way. But I love her in Wicked.
Me too.
And thought she did amazing. So there's that.
Her voice is like going to unite generations or something.
Yes,
it is
incredible.
So good. Okay. My next one is it's hard because I don't think he's a true villain. But like I said, he is a certified killer, and that is John freaking Wick. 1 through 4. And I mean, he's taking down a very corrupt organization because someone, I don't want to spoil anything for you. How did you know?
Is that how it starts?
Yes. And like, I know everyone watching is like, I don't blame him. Like the way like they did it, and like,
I don't know any of that.
It was like a dog to like signify his love who had just passed away. Like she gave this dog to him as like her last act, and these hooligans just, anyways, then he just goes on a killing spree for 4 movies, killing in the most creative ways you could possibly imagine. I'm talking hundreds of kills per movie.
Yeah.
And you are like, woo woo! Like, which is bizarre because I hate killing and I hate war and fighting and stuff, but he is one that you cannot help but root for.
Well, it kind of reminds me when Hawkeye goes dark and he's just goes on a killing spree, but he's actually killing like really awful people too.
Right. And that's an argument for Dexter, which you haven't seen either. Dexter Morgan, he is like, he's a serial killer. And he definitely has a compulsion, but he's been taught to take that compulsion out on people that aren't being caught by the criminal system that he knows are doing terrible, horrible things. So,
like Edward in the Twilight series when he goes dark too. So true.
Yeah. Same. Dexter and Twilight, though they're always talked about together.
Hilarious. Okay. Yes, have not seen most of those movies that you talked about, but I know enough from pop culture that spot on, Cassie. Okay. My third one is I'm gonna go with Loki. It's one of those villains that you just like every time you're like, no, he's gonna turn good. He's gonna turn good. We know he has some goodness in him, and I think he does.
I think he does too.
Has definitely screwed over the Avengers and Thor many times and caused a lot of chaos and destruction. But I just love him too because he's charming, he's charismatic, and he's just
witty,
so dang smooth.
Funny.
Yes.
Yeah, you're so right. He's for the optimist in us. Every time I'm like, oh, he really has changed, only for him to get you again. Yeah. But I do think that is like that's maybe the most classic villain you can root for because I don't even if you don't like villains at all, I feel like you still root for Loki.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Hiddleston, who's such a good Loki.
A good one. I know. I seriously can't imagine him being played by anyone else.
Yeah. Speaking of like people that are characters that people are born to play, that is one for sure. Okay, my next one is guys, I have so many. How do I narrow them down? But I'm gonna go with Magneto from X-Men.
Oh, good one.
And this is both young Magneto and old Magneto.
I was gonna say when you hear the backstory from some of the other X-Men, it does like really make you root for him. You want him to be good.
He's another one, right? And that's one of my favorite tropes is like good inside of wrapped up in like a very hard shell, but and he also has a fair point in argument. He wants to protect mutants, but he also wants to kill all the non-mutants, I think, ideally in his world. But he has seen like his people be what's the word?
Tortured,
persecuted. Mistreated. Yeah. And so he wants to protect them, and he's a good friend to Charles, and he has good in him. He shows us that sometimes, but then in the end, he probably is like, well, I'm going to destroy humanity. But
yeah, I know.
He is one that I have a piece of my heart in for him. You know what I mean?
That's very fair. That's a really good one. Yeah, especially because like, at the beginning when he was younger, like he did some really good things and he was trying to be good, and then
I know
all his actions got misconstrued, and it just,
yeah. That one kind of breaks your heart when he turns to the dark side.
That one did get me. Okay, great one again. All right, my fourth is maybe a little bit from left field, but Meredith Blake from The Parent Trap. And I feel like this one has probably changed as I've gotten older too. But I mean, watching that movie, you're like, no, the parents need to be together. And she doesn't get the the girls and all that, and like, and so I would say that she's the villain in the movie.
Totally.
At least the twins, but she's also so great and does such a good job. And I feel like I didn't notice that until I got older. But I
mean,
remember
she does want to ship them off to boarding school, but
yes, yeah. But I remember seeing this thing where it was like, well, actually, no. Before that, I remember being young though and being like, I want to be her. Like, she's just so suave and
yes,
all the things, but a little too extreme for me as well. But I saw this thing and it was like, Meredith Blake is 26 years old. Like, and when she played the role, the actress was also 26 years old. And then it shot to this girl and she's like, I'm 26 years old. And there's no way like we are living that same life. And so I think I was 26 when I found that too. And I was like, she was 26? Like, what the heck?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do think about it from her perspective, like, the girl was gone away at camp. She falls in love. I mean, do I think she was probably a little bit, the money helped from his vineyard, but I think she actually did probably love him. But, and then all of a sudden he, the ex-wife is there and she's being,
so sweet and...
yeah, and adorable. And then the girls are pranking her. I mean, yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. I still wanted the parents to get back together, but also Meredith Blake, I'm like, she did a good job. So
she did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you see like her and Chessie on the red carpet recently?
No.
Yeah, they're like best friends still. I think they even maybe have a podcast.
Wait, really fun.
Yeah. Anyways,
look that
that's
up.
Kind of cute. Okay. This is my most controversial because he is definitely the most evilest villain. And it was really only like 0.4 of a second that I rooted for him.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, he's so evil. But
who is it? What the heck?
It's Hannibal Lecter. He's literally a serial killer, like cannibalist, eats people. From Silence of the Lambs.
What movie is this from?
Oh, Silence of the Lambs. But he is one, and I'm not saying he's hot. He is very charming and charismatic, though. And he's got this like twinge of like superiority and an English, non-English accent, and he almost wins over like the detective, like literally who knows everything about him, like he's so gross, but for 0.4 of a second you're like and then it's over, and then he murders people and hangs them from the ceiling. So it's gross. He's gross. But then there's also like a grosser guy, in my opinion, that's also like featured throughout the film, so then makes him look a little better. And I'm like, you do clean up nicely in that prison suit. I don't know. I think I might need therapy after thinking about this.
I'm like, that one I can't.
Yeah.
No comments on that one.
Yeah, you had to be there. Me and Clarice, Anyways. Okay.
Okay.
Uno más.
Yes. My last but not least is President Snow from The Hunger Games. And I feel like especially with the new Hunger Games movie that came out that showed you him, yes, when he was young, like, and it was really, then it did become more controversial. And anyways, so I think President Snow, even in the original Hunger Games with Katniss and everything, he did a very good job. And
Donald Sutherland, right? I think.
Yes.
Yes, you have no idea, but that's okay.
But it was funny too. I remember I had a friend who went and saw the new Hunger Games when it was
the
President Snow was
and
younger.
Sings, or that one.
Yeah.
Of Songbirds and blah blah.
Okay, yes. And she saw it like 3 times in theaters. And I remember her talking to me. We were Marco Poloing, and she was like, I'm a little bit nervous about how much I would let a guy get away with just because I think he's hot. She's like, I am obsessed with him. And she's like, I know he's evil and I know he turns evil, but she's like, I just love
Mhm.
him. And so
Mhm.
it's so funny.
Hence reason number
but-
one.
Yes, but you can see, like, especially in the when he's younger too, like how he's so torn, and he is a good guy, but he needs to like make a name for himself. And gosh,
Yeah.
that rise to power, like it's. I feel like, man, I'm like, is there anyone out there that rises to power but stays good?
Is there?
So
We should probably do a whole episode on that. I'm
For
trying to
real.
think. Any good leaders out there? Well, we'll get back
the
to you
only
on
one I
that
can
one.
think of is Designated Survivor, but he also
Oh.
didn't have to like climb to the top like other politicians. So it's tricky.
Madam Secretary?
Yes. Forever. Love her.
Yeah.
She's my president.
Oh, Judd from The West Wing. Love him.
I haven't seen The West Wing.
It's if you like political drama, it's good. And
I
it's so
do.
90s and it's cute. Okay. My last one. I'm going between Leon the Professional, Bodhi from Point Break. Remember him? Remember Bodhi, who you thought was Boaty, Boaty, but it was Bodhi, Bodhi.
Yeah.
His name was Boaty. I don't know why that's my favorite thing. But in the end, I'm choosing the Louvre Thieves. Please tell me you've seen this
Like
on the internet.
Recent?
Yes. Have you seen this? That these these jewels have been stolen from the Louvre.
Yes.
Like literally less than a month ago. And the reason, I don't want anybody to steal or historical significance to be erased, but the internet has won with its, there is Halloween costumes now that's just people dressed in black and covered in jewels and the memes and the videos. I just am imagining George Clooney and Brad Pitt and their gang of Oceans guys. They did this and they're going to make a movie about it and it's going to be wonderful. And this was all a big marketing ploy. But the internet's response to these jewels being has made my week and it's been so hysterical.
Well, I saw Matt, I can't remember his last name, who played the main guy in White Collar.
Oh, Matt Bomer.
Yes. He put out a thing and was like, guys, I promise I had nothing to do with it. ...
Right?
Yeah, it was funny.
I know. I saw lists of people we need to look into, and it was the fox from the Oceans movie. Has anyone rented a paraglider recently or something like that? But yeah. The Louvre probably. Maybe he robbed him and gave him to the poor or something.
A little bit of a Robin Hood.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any honorable mentions that you need to mention?
Not as many as you do, I'm sure, but I just had a runner-up as Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
She is.
Oh, that's a good one, Car.
Goals, and I feel like Miranda's. Oh gosh, not Miranda Priestley. Meryl Streep just crushed it.
Mm-hmm. That's
Miranda
one I could watch
Priestley,
over and over. That movie for some reason.
And the second one, it's coming out.
No, that is a really good one. Okay, I mentioned some, but Bodhi Point Break, Catwoman from Batwoman Returns, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. Kind of want to root for her. We've got Kylo Ren, and he is in the hot category. I don't care what you say. And
that's a good one.
Hooker and Gondorf from The Sting, Robert Redford, and the one guy with the really blue eyes who I love. I can't remember his name. People are going to be so mad. And Michael Corleone from The Godfather. But he didn't make my list, guys, because I think he's mostly bad. Don't come. He was protecting his family, but he also was pretty evil. But some people think he's the hero. I don't know. Anyways.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's a lot of debate to be had on all of these. Oh, Flynn Rider.
Oh my gosh, that's the best one. Oh, 100%. I'm rooting for him. He is my...
Right?
Disney animated crush for sure.
Same. Him and Aladdin. Okay, so those are our villains that you can't help but root for. I'm sure we missed a lot of them, and would love to hear your take. And
yes, join our Patreon, and I want to hear the debates and all the things about the villains that you root for.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's end as we always do with our what are we calling them?
Highlight and lowlight.
Highlight and lowlight.
It's funny. I was at a work dinner, and one of my coworkers had brought up. He was like, "Yeah, it's a highlight, lowlight, and buffalo, or it's a high, low, and buffalo." And the buffalo is just an interesting fact or something you've learned recently. And anyways, it was kind of funny. But we're sticking with highlight, lowlight. But if you need
and a kernel
table starter conversation, high, low, buffalo.
I like it. Okay. I'll go first with my low. My low is sorry to call you out, Mr. Skarsgård, but Bill Skarsgård is my low for the week and maybe life. We are enemies now. Just kidding. I'm sure he's nice in real life, but he played Nosferatu in 2024, which has been the scariest movie I've seen this Halloween season.
Oh, wow.
And he transforms so hauntingly into this Evil Dead vampire. His voice that he uses, apparently he took lessons from an opera singer to make his voice that low, and he's always breathing like it's his last breath, and it will scar me. He's also who plays the creepy Pennywise clown in It. And I'm literally going to turn on a movie last night, and there's a new It series coming. It's like a TV show on HBO. And I don't think this is another low light. They should not be able to play horror previews for non-horror movies. So as I'm going to watch something completely different, all of a sudden this Welcome to Derry comes, and the It clown comes freaking out at you and spinning and doing his laugh. And I'm like, screw you, Bill Skarsgård. Stop it. Stop playing so evil characters. But that really just threw me for a freaking loop.
And this, everyone, is why I take October off of Popcorn in Bed.
Yeah. It's so good to see Carly on here because we haven't seen her on the channel for this month.
Oh my.
Okay. So
my low light, less scary and creepy, is that volleyball season is coming to an end. So I am a coach at a local high school. I help with the varsity team. And and then by Thursday, so in just 4 short days, our season will be totally over. The state tournament will be done. And this is my last season that I will coach for a while. So it's just feeling a little bit bittersweet. I mean, I'm so excited to get my life back. I feel like I've been so busy and too busy, which is why this is going to be my last season for a while. I just feel like I can't give full effort anywhere in my life. But it is definitely bittersweet for me. So
no, and the girls are probably going to miss you so much. But maybe you guys will win state and you'll go out, and that's how they can say goodbye to you.
On a high note.
You better tell them that.
I will.
That's the only way they can truly honor you. Just kidding. But that would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, that would be the dream. Okay, ending on high note. So here we go. Cass, take us away with your highlight.
My highlight is ER, the emergency room show. I needed something long with a lot of seasons to not only get me through October, but to also just to not freak out. If you guys know, I love medical dramas. I have talked endlessly on the podcast about how much I love The Pit, and Grey's Anatomy was basically my personality for 6 years. I loved Grey's, but I stopped abruptly and completely when they shattered my heart. So I've had this
if you know,
void,
you know.
And everyone's like, well, you should watch ER. I'm like, it's old and but I actually really love it, and I love the medical cases, but I love the doctor drama. It's so 90s, and the craziest part is that the doctor, the young resident doctor, is the doctor in The Pit, 30 years later. So Noah Wiley plays Carter in ER. And George Clooney is in it, and Juliana Margulies from The Good Wife. So
I feel like I remember seeing George Clooney. I feel like Mom would just have it on, kind of, or whatever. And
yeah. So I'm like, I think, is this where George Clooney got famous? I don't know. He's kind of like the McDreamy of ER. Like he's kind of like a little playboy and kitty. And anyways, it's really helping me. It's helping me get through the month, and it's fun.
I love
it's fun to discover an old show like that.
Yeah, well, that's so funny because that yours is an old show coming to life because mine is the same thing. My highlight is I like having a show again. And so I am watching Downton Abbey and
Carly into the period dramas all of a sudden.
I know, I have been. Well, it's so funny too because I remember hearing about it. I know I'm 10 or 15 years late, but and I'd always heard it was like kind of slow or kind of boring. And so I was actually looking for a show that I would like, but not be obsessed with. So I could just kind of watch it casually whenever I needed a little pick me up or whatever. And so I started it. However, my addictive personality has kicked in and I am obsessed with it. I can't wait tonight. I'm like, I have a chocolate molten cake sitting in the fridge and I'm going to warm that up, put some ice cream and just cozy up and watch Downton Abbey. And I can't wait.
The little things.
For real. But anyways, yeah. So that's my main highlight. But also my other highlight is my cousin, who's also one of my best friends, was in town this weekend. It was so fun to see her. So,
yeah.
Anyways, okay, yes. But those are our highlights. And if you, I want to put ER on my list because I know I'm going to blow through Downtown Abbey and be sad when it's over. And so that'll be it.
Okay. Last but not least, we want to share our PIB trivia, our P2G kernel, trivia kernel that users sent in of just fun movie trivia facts. Okay, this is sent in by Clarence Newman from Pember End, Tadley, Hampshire, England. Oh my gosh, why don't we have adorable addresses like that? Pember End. I'm in from Pember End. One of the most popular scenes in the first two Rocky films is Rocky's iconic run through the streets of Philadelphia. Fans have mapped out the route Rocky takes, and from his house through the fish market, along the docks, and up the famous steps, that run would be more than 30 miles. More than a full marathon as his warm-up. So, I mean, if anyone could do it, Rocky could. But that's the magic of movies, people.
Yes, for real. Wait, that's funny.
I know.
It's like, so don't try that as a warm-up vlog.
Yeah, Carly and I ran the Rocky steps, guys.
Yes, we did. We do need to.
Yeah, one day. Anyways, okay, thank you all so much for listening and watching and hanging out with us today. And we love you. Hope you're having a great October. And happy Halloween or post-Halloween, depending on when you listen to this.
Hey, we appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out with this sisterly duo. If you enjoyed listening with us, don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform, leave that beloved 5-star review,
and join our Patreon for bonus content and to be part of the Popcorn community.